You are now the CEO of a giant lunar colonization company. It is a large-scale economic simulation game, the CRUST. We're gonna have to balance between survival and development, but also trading and an amazing story. If you like games like Factorio, Satisfactory, Captain of the Industry, Manor Lords in Space, Soviet Republic, you'll likely like this one. It's early access, so yes, there is still some bugs and some missing quality of life improvement, but it's still better than City Skylines 2, wink wink. Jokes aside, I was having fun with it so far in my test, so decided to go with a full let's play. Let's see if you're going to like it too. And I don't want to spoil too much right away, but a few of the key features you can look forward to. We're gonna have underground mining with conveyor belts and things like this. Research to build big factories, trade resources on the global market. There's also a cool story with actual choices, and lastly, the music and visuals are actually pretty impressive. Now, before we dive in, Instant Gaming is actually offering an impressive 31% discount on the CRUST on this game. So if you like what you see in this episode, please consider clicking on my sponsor link in the video description below to buy this game with a crazy discount while supporting the channel. And if you don't like that one, you may still want to click on the link because Instant Gaming definitely has tons of other games, including games that are not out yet. Thank you Instant Gaming for sponsoring the channel. And let's dive right into the CRUST. Okay, so as I said, the game is early access and it's actually getting a lot of patches, a lot of new improvements along the way. So just to make sure we're on the same page, I'm starting this series on version 0.92.58. And it may start getting upgraded along the way, but if you're watching this video, I don't know, 6 months later, the game may actually be a lot different. We're gonna create a new game. You have the tutorial, the storyline, the campaign, right, and sandbox. In this case, actually, we're gonna start with the tutorial, not because I want to show you the full tutorial, but because the tutorial actually shows you a bit more of the story. If you start directly with the story, you're missing a small piece of it, and I don't want you to miss anything. So we're gonna go with the tutorial, but very quickly, basically the tutorial will move into the campaign. Okay, let's dive right in. It has become appallingly obvious that our technology has exceeded our humanity. So obviously Einstein was talking about the nuclear bomb there. But yeah, we're gonna launch the game and here we are. There is a few cinematics that you can skip by pressing the space button. But again, because I want you to discover this new game, we're gonna leave it. We're in 2080, so it's not that far. And we're building our first space elevator to the moon, right? This has also some, Anno 2070 or Anno 2205 vibes, which I have covered on the channel, so don't hesitate to check that. And here it is. The music is pretty cool. The elevator has begun its ascent to Op 1. Oh, this is Op 1, interesting, because I think later we're gonna get Op 2 into the story. But yeah, the game is called the CRUST, for the moon crust, and it is, we're sending a spaceship towards the moon. Actually, not just one, multiple. So yes, humanity is now on the moon, and not just one ship here and there. Oh, this is Op 2, right? So New Hope logistic hub. So we had Op 1 that is close to Earth and Op 2 that is close to the moon. And you can see multiple bases on the moon, right? So as I said, this is not just a small exploration. Now we're on full, colonization of the moon, right? There's multiple buildings as you can see over here. And yeah, this is going to be our starting base there. But what's really cool in the game is we're not just going to have one, it's not just one small base. There is one small base, but there's also underground, and then there is the whole planet, the whole moon, sorry, it's not planet, the whole moon that we can actually explore. Oh, we see the Earth, love it. So,
Mayor Tranquilitatis Logistics to incoming transition. Please state your intentions. Over.
Alice to MT Logistics. We have received clearance and hold a signed contract with Mr. Holloway for our mining operations in this designated sector. We're here to commence our activities as scheduled.
MT Logistics to Alice. We weren't informed of your early arrival. We've just finished building the elevator for your drones to access the underground facilities. At the moment, all the electricity is being used to charge the batteries as we prepare for night. We can't route power to the elevator right now. I suggest you keep your mining buddies in orbit for the next 2 weeks while we wait for the sun to come up, sweetheart.
We
Sweetheart.
made it here right on schedule, but waiting for the next morning on the moon, a whole 2 weeks of downtime, is utterly unacceptable. This could jeopardize our entire mining contract. We need a better plan. And the name's Alice, not sweetheart.
She's not gonna take it. So it is, you can see this is our starting base. We have, you know, a couple of buildings over here. I'm not gonna go through all of them because, spoiler alert, we're not gonna have access to them for a long time. UI is pretty clean in my opinion, right? You can see key resources, things like your money, your energy. This is your battery that is, you know, getting full. We have vehicles there. Then there's a few other resources, we'll talk about them later. This is my research. There's 3 types of research, and here you can see all of the other types of actual production resources, right? There's gonna be a lot more, but let's move a bit more into the story, because again, I'm doing the tutorial more to show you the basic story. We've just arrived on the moon.
Good afternoon, Director.
That's
This
me.
is Alice, your Vice President.
My vice president.
We have a bit of a situation here, but I'm already on it.
You better.
First, let's test our connection. Give this dialog box a click if you're hearing me.
Sure,
now.
I can hear
Connection
you.
Solid. That's a start. Give me a few minutes to secure our landing clearance. Feel free to soak in the sights while you wait. I'm sure you have a great view of the moon from your orbital station.
I mean, as I was saying before, I feel like the graphics are pretty cool. It's not perfect, but look, you can zoom pretty close, right? And again, it's not perfect, but it's looking pretty nice for City Builder.
So, Robert, do we have a deal?
Yeah, so we can move obviously around, zoom in and out, right?
Let me be clear. A 2-week power outage equals job loss and a costly lawsuit for me. I don't care who you are, get Holloway on this. But no power for you and your toys until sunrise. We just don't have extra electricity right now.
That's not very nice, Robert.
Look, Robert, you and I got off on the wrong foot. Our drones were originally designed for autonomous construction and repair, and we've brought the necessary resources. Grant us landing permission, and we'll handle the power situation ourselves.
Yes.
This benefits both of us. More solar panels for you, and we could land our toys and get going. They also can handle the repairs. So, should I update Mr. Holloway on our successful collaboration?
All right, Alice. You have permission to land. Make sure your fancy drones don't break anything. Over and out.
Director, it's your call. Permission to land has been granted.
Okay.
Show us Bob the Builder that we can fix this.
Bob the Builder. She's mean.
Choose a
So,
place to land the pods near
obviously,
the elevator.
yeah, it's
Director,
fine.
your primary responsibility is to ensure resource extraction and processing at our logistics hub on the Sea of Tranquility.
So that's the big boss,
Currently,
right?
it depends on external supplies. If you can address this issue, even partially, rest assured, we'll secure long-term contracts for you in the years to come.
Ooh, that sounds
I
nice.
personally vouched for your mission to the board. I'd hate to send you home with nothing. Better help me convince these old-timers that you are a promising team, and your work is the future.
I mean, my job, my work speaks for itself, right?
Absolutely, Mr. Holloway.
So yeah, we're on it. So we're gonna drop the pod here and drop our drones over here. So instead of bringing people, right now we're actually bringing drones, and that's gonna be important for the story. You will see, you know, in let's say 2 minutes also why. But yeah, we have a few drones, as you can see, that have been, you know, that have
To
just
get started,
landed.
select the required modules on the construction panel and place their holograms on the moon's surface.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
drones
yeah.
will perform all construction tasks automatically.
Great, yes. So those drones are autonomous. We have a small storage there with quite resources that we landed, right? And we're gonna start building.
Director, place the
So we are gonna build a couple more of these, right? These are solar panels. We're gonna build a few more, right? So you can find them over here into electricity. We have the medium, the small. Right now we have the medium unlocked. So yes, it is grid-based. I know some people don't love it, but I think it's great. You're gonna press shift to keep the building. Oh, why did it not? My bad. Sorry, let me try again. If you press shift, you should be able to put multiple like this, yeah. We put multiple buildings, then we're gonna press C to get into our wires, and we're gonna make sure to connect. And same, I forgot to do the shift button so that they're all connected together, and we're gonna connect them, you know, to the line here. So again, my drones are taking resources from the warehouse, delivering here, and this is being built, right? Slowly but surely. You can accelerate the time by pressing 3 or the plus button on your keypad. We're starting to build. Again, I think this is also pretty cool animations, right? Look at this. So this game is not perfect, but there is some good stuff here already.
They've actually built them. Not a bad start at all. Alice, can you hear me?
I can.
The drones did a good job. Faster than I expected. All the energy from these panels will go to you. But if you want to work at night, you need to take care of saving it now. For this, you're going to need some batteries.
Okay, so press R to rotate, and again we're gonna do shift. Right, pop, pop. Oh, I forgot to click on this.
Thank you, Director.
So we need to build 4, that's it, we're doing it. And we also need to build a charging station for the drones, right? Because each, look at this, if I click on it, you can see the energy of this drone is slowly but surely going down. So we want also a charging station so that they can recharge on their own. And I also rotated this side, okay. And we need to make sure to connect these guys here. I forgot to press shift again. Okay, done. So now everything is connected here, except this one is not connected. Okay,
Well,
now,
your drones really know how to build.
yeah,
Use the wiring tool and connect the solar panels.
I've already
and
done that,
next,
my
you
friend,
just need-
and the elevator
Utilities
too.
mode and select the wiring tool.
So yeah, this is the elevator that's going to enable us to go down, right, on the ground. There is here the entrance. I've connected it to the electricity, so now it is working.
Now that everything is up and running,
To go underground, press tab, and here it is. We are underground.
great. To start mining, build the drone configuration module. The elevator transfers power from the surface to the underground level. No need to worry about that.
Okay, so here is the elevator, obviously, right? As she said, we can connect the electricity from the elevator to the grid. Perfect. And we're gonna want to build this drone reconfiguration module over here, and also actually charge it. Okay. I was paused just before, right? You press space, you can pause. But yeah, the drones are coming with resources, and slowly but surely, here it is, starting to get built. Good.
Now wire
Done.
to the elevator to power the module.
Yeah, I've already done that. Thank you.
Pardon my curiosity, but how are you going to extract lunar regolith with cargo robots? I'm far from a robotics expert, of course, but it seems like we have more questions than answers at this point.
He likes to ask question, this one, huh? Robert.
Excellent question, Robert, and I'd be delighted to answer it. However,
She's so
I need to
mean.
wrap up some things first. The drone reconfiguration module.
Yes. So, what's happening? We need to now reconfigure 4, right? So we're gonna click over here, click
Now let's
4.
have the drone.
So here it is. You can see that some of them are still these ones, but some have been reconfigured into mining ones, right? So that's the idea. And then we can click on excavation,
Drones to start the excavation.
which
Robert,
is-
to answer your question,
yeah.
our company has been providing repair and maintenance services for robotics and mining equipment for over 10 years.
So basically, right, this is a bit like the Z or M into Captain of Industry, right? We're gonna dig this whole place here with those new robots. It is, you can see they're starting, they're going at it. So they're destroying the wall, and they are dropping on the floor some of these. There's also some resources here, it seems. But yeah, they're going at it. We need to do 50, we're gonna be there soon.
We were involved in the development and maintenance of technology for lunar mining along with the first industrial expeditions to the moon, even before the construction of the space elevator and the full-scale development of the moon by mankind. And I'm pleased to inform you, Robert, that by pooling our vast experience, we have been able to develop and implement multifunctional drone technology that can be re-equipped for a variety of tasks.
Yeah, because we're strong.
Did I answer your question in enough detail, or should I send you a set of materials for review? I can throw in a set of coloring books especially for you, so you can quietly make your downtime in the workplace more enjoyable.
Oh my god. I'd love a PowerPoint if you have it, but yeah.
All right, Alice, I get the hint. You do your job and I'll mind my own business. By the
Will
way,
you?
I'll grab a few coloring books as souvenirs for the kids. I'll be heading home in about 2 weeks.
Spoiler alert, is not. But it is.
Director, I understand that I can be difficult at times, but your Alice is quite remarkable. She reminds me of my ex-wife.
So you can see this is not normal resources, right? It has some colors. Anyway,
We're
let's
also on the
continue.
same channel, Robert.
Yeah, Robert, we can hear you.
So, what's up
What's
with
up?
those coloring books?
I'll send them to your wife along with some flowers. She's not likely to get them from her husband.
Well, she doesn't have a husband, they're divorced. Anyway, the tutorial is complete, so we're gonna move to the actual campaign. But I did want to show you, a bit the story, right? We're arriving on the moon a bit late, but it's like our first day, right? And on our first day, something's gonna happen. What is gonna happen? this is gonna happen. It's gonna take 1 second. Whoa, what's happening?
Distress signals from everywhere.
Everywhere.
Director, the alert system isn't malfunctioning. We have to check.
Oh, and boom. Now, this is important, look. This looks like an explosion, right? This doesn't look like a meteorite to me. But, you know, feel free to tell me in the comments below if you disagree. And obviously, it's having some impact, right? Something is not well after this explosion. Not just on the moon, but also there is a lot of debris that are thrown into space. You can see this is Hop 2 here, right? And yeah, something not right. Something not right. So, this is the start. Something has happened. And we just arrived. It's human nature to stretch, to go, to see, to understand. Exploration is not a choice. Really, it's an imperative.
Emergency broadcast. We have detected an imminent asteroid collision with the moon's surface.
It's not an asteroid.
We're assessing the extent of the
Liar.
damage and the number of casualties. At this moment, our teams are working tirelessly to restore communication with lunar outposts. For those still on the moon, be aware that we are mobilizing all available resources to assist you. Conserve your energy and ration your supplies until further notice. Additional information will be provided as the situation unfolds. Stay tuned for updates. Over and out.
Yeah.
I repeat, CRUST has declared a state of emergency of the first degree. Commercial shipments and cargo landings are prohibited. All complexes, resources, and facilities on the moon are now under CRUST control. All remaining facilities should switch to emergency frequency and report their status. Conserve energy and resources, and await further instructions.
Okay, so yeah, I think, you know, the story has started, and I think it starts with a lie, right? They're saying an asteroid doesn't feel like an asteroid, so is it because of the crust? We're gonna have to find out. But I was saying before, you know, a key important element is that we send drones, we didn't send people. Because I don't think any people have survived this thing, right? Look at this, this is not looking good. But our drones, you know, they can survive this harsh environment. And this, we have a few resources that are left too. Let's get started.
Director, can you hear me?
I can.
We're receiving reports that a meteorite collided with the moon and the state of emergency has been declared. Director, confirm you're on the line right now.
I'm not you're not my boss. Don't give me orders like this.
You could have done it more quickly and spared me the worry.
Oh, that's kind,
Director,
Alice.
there's still no signal from the personnel of the base. I'll try again, but my hope is dwindling.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it doesn't look like was easy to survive this thing, yeah.
Robert, come in. Robert, do you copy?
Oh,
Robert, damn it, come in.
no, he's doing coloring books right now.
There appear to be no survivors. I'm glad you were on the orbital station when the collision happened. I suggest you stay there as long as possible.
Yeah, so we are not on the moon, right? Us, the director, we are in the orbital station, Hop 2 right now. So we survived, but yeah, nobody else. So anyway, it's time to actually start by rebuilding the same thing. So let me do that quickly, right? We're gonna go putting, now we don't have the medium, we only have access to the small. We're gonna do research to be able to get the other ones. Let's go. And we're gonna be quite compact. So she says 5s. Let's go. 4, 5. All right. We're gonna connect them soon.
By the seismic activity, the meteorite impact occurred on the far side of the moon. We're lucky it happened so far away from our mission, but the strength of the blast wave raises a lot of questions.
Oh, you have questions.
Is that all the head of the research department can say? Somewhere far away there was an explosion and we don't know the cause?
Alice, I love you. This... Okay, so we have made, you know, a couple of solar panels, we've made a couple of batteries, we've connected all of them with the pole and to the elevator. The batteries are going to be very important because we're on the moon where the night is actually long. It's like 14 days. So you need to have batteries to survive during that night, and you charge the batteries during, you know, the 14-day day. So it is. Let's go. They're going to start building, right? We don't have any power, etc. We can start repairing this, but let's them build that first. That's the mission.
Scientists are working with proven facts, not speculating on fragmentary evidence. Much more data would be needed to reach the conclusions.
Interesting, Professor Wilfrey. So let's go 3 speed. All right. They're starting to build. Obviously, they're using a lot of our resources there. Now you can see we're starting the day, so it's great. We are making a bit of power right now, so hopefully, you know, that's gonna start charging soon.
Resource reserves are almost depleted. We need to restore production as soon as possible. Let's start with repairing the elevator to gain
So
access
it
to
is.
the underground level.
I just clicked on it. They're starting to repair.
Then build a charging station for the drones. Make sure that elevator and charging station are connected to the power network.
So same as before, right? We build a quick. Let's leave one space here. And let's make sure that we connect it like this. Okay.
Objective achieved.
Yeah, objective achieved. So what are we supposed to do now, Alice? You're not telling me? We're supposed to go underground? No? What's happening? Here it is, ladies and gents.
Director, we're getting word of supply shortages from almost everywhere on Earth. The explosion cut off most of the supply channels from the moon. Millions of people are in need of resources, and we can satisfy that demand. Supplies used to run through the contract system, but it came to a complete halt after the explosion. We might be able to fix that.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess potentially some of the, part of the explosions, right? Debris from the explosions went to Earth and also created some problems. But on top of this, I think the main element is we are in this future where, the Earth is relying on resources from the moon. We have, let's say, exhausted all of the minerals on Earth, and so we need the minerals on the moon for Earth to survive. So that's a bit the idea. And
Explosion destroyed everything.
yeah, we are down already, so that's fine. So we are down.
Objective achieved.
And we need to connect back, right? So this is the same. It's again, if you haven't done basically the tutorial, then they're showing you what to do.
That's better.
So
I
done.
see that we have a module to produce smart concrete.
Yes.
But we have an urgent need
Over
to resume
here.
production of steel and silicone.
Here, steel and silicon. So yeah, we're gonna see some production, right? There's a belt here you can see already.
Director, I have an idea.
Oh,
First, convert 5 drones into miners, and we'll proceed.
she has an idea. Okay,
We
so
have
that's
smelting
done.
furnaces, but to start producing any resource, the relevant oxides are always needed. We will now mine them with the mining drones.
Okay.
Director, we have access to iron and silicone veins. Assign
Yeah.
the drones to mine the resources from the veins to supply the processing modules with raw materials.
Okay. So you saw before, you
Excavation.
I got you. We can, we can mine this wall there, but there's also special resources. Like here and there, we have a vein of resource, right? Iron over here, so I'm gonna put 2 drones there, and same we have the silicon there. We're gonna put 2 too. I know I have
Now watch
5.
mining drones extract the oxides, and
Yeah.
working drones deliver them to the smelting furnace.
That's nice. And let's start also with the last one. We have a 5th one. We can start breaking down some walls, right? Let's clean this, make some space. Okay. So this is basically priority 1, priority 2, priority 3, if I'm not mistaken. Now the drones over here, as you can see, they're mining, and then these ones, they're transporting the resources. Right? They each have a different job. Some of the resources going here, some of the resources going there. It's great, right? Doing a bit of everything. We've already produced actually steel, so that's great. And now silicon, we need to wait for some silicon.
Adjust the game speed by
Yeah. Yeah, all good there. So again, let's go maybe to high speed to get this done. I could also potentially put more on this one, but it's fine like this. So don't hesitate, of course, to tell me any questions, further requests that you may have in the comments below, right? But hopefully you're also discovering this as we go. I will show you how to make everything, right? How to make those machines, how to make the conveyor belts, etc. I also don't want to, build everything before the mission tells us to. It's good to sometimes take our time and follow what's happening. So yeah, what is interesting is if you look over here, it says there is actually 60% of iron, but there's also other things there, right? And there is an ore amount, it's limited. We're gonna have to keep that in mind. And similarly there, it's other resources, right? We have a lot more silicon, but there's actually a bit of iron too. And this is gonna be the case also in some of those resources. Sometimes we may find different things. Going back over here, you can see we are close to the night and our battery is not full yet.
You can never have too much smart concrete, so it's worth spending time to produce it. For this purpose, we have a pressing module, which may not be the most efficient way, but it's good enough to start with.
What I did want to do quickly is obviously we could make more of these, and in particular if you press Ctrl C, when you over a building, it's going to copy that building, and then we can just start building it. So I'm gonna do this. Let's connect them quickly. Up, Perfect. So let's go back over here. He's saying, you know, we have this, right?
Dressing module requires only regolith, which is a type of lunar dirt
Yes.
plentiful here. Assign mining drones to the evacuation so that we have the resources we need. Free drones will deliver the regolith to production themselves.
Yep. So the drones have now gone up to make some productions, but yeah, we have also over here the pressing modules. It is going to make the smart concrete out of regolith. The regolith is what you get, you know, the basic resource that we get everywhere. So that's why I was doing some excavation already before, right? To make sure that we get some in reserves. And what I really like is, you know, you can see exactly what's happening. You need 10 to make 2. This is in 1 minute production cycle, right? So we're gonna have, you know, what is the efficiency? You're gonna be able, you know, to create production chain that are 100% efficient by putting the good ratios and all those type of things. So yeah, this is exactly what we like. Okay, we need to make 35 when, you know, speed 3, so that should be fine. One thing we could do is put less on these, but I think we'll be fine.
Here's the latest news regarding contracts. To resume shipments to Earth, we'll need to restore communication and significantly expand production. If we manage this in the near term, I'll negotiate an extremely lucrative contract with the aerospace company FASM. They've lost their supplier and are willing to pay generously for an urgent order. I'm still looking into the matter, but be prepared to devote all resources to this effort if you want to maximize the benefits. I'll return as soon as new information becomes available.
Is it me, or does that look like RV Spencer from Suits? Like, feels like, you know, this is the vibe I'm getting. So yeah, we're gonna have the contract, right? This is how we're gonna make money. But I think this may have to wait until the next episode. I know we didn't do that much. You can see, by the way, this is the night now, so we're not making electricity. We're using our battery. We can see our battery will last for 35 days. So, you know, we can prepare. Oh no, this is going down fast. Have to be careful, right? But yeah, we can prepare. Basically, see if we have enough or not. If you like what you see so far, remember that you can get this game with a great discount with my sponsor link in the video description below. I do hope that you enjoyed this first one, that you're excited by the new series, and if you are a YouTube member, you can already see that we should be able to see a couple of other episodes already recorded. For everybody else, you'll see them pop up in the next few days. Thank you for watching, smash like button, and I hope to see you next time.